Raider Nation, welcome back to the Raider D podcast. Today we're going to be talking about three standouts who were unexpected guys. I mean, these guys are undrafted free agents with the Las Vegas Raiders, and they have been balling out all offseason and in the preseason, especially in the last preseason game against the San Francisco 49ers. And I believe that these three guys have done enough to make the 53-man roster, especially for the special teams positions, but also could even see some starting time as rotational players as they continue to develop into the Raiders lineup. Let's get into it today, guys. I am so excited. Fresh back from Las Vegas from our trip. It was fun. It was exciting getting to go to the open practice, be there with the players, see them in person, and all of the skills that they do. Max Crosby with his crazy pick six. Jack Jones doing what he does, being a superb player. A lot of fun, and thank you to everybody that helped and participated, and all of the amazing Raiders fans that we met down there, like OC Raider and his wife, a beautiful young family. Much love to them. Also, my guy, Raider Nation Hotspot, who did a live podcast with us. If you guys haven't seen it, it was fire. Go and check it out. Now, let's jump into today's video. I want to talk about a guy who really balled out in the San Francisco game, and that is Amari Gainer. Now, we've talked about him a little bit on this channel, and he's been gathering some hype around him as a really fantastic defensive player, as a linebacker. Now, Amari Gainer has come up in that game in San Francisco, racking up 18 tackles, 2 for a loss. And he just really showed out that, one, he's super hungry and he wants to be on this team. 2, he has ability and talent. He was even out there calling plays. And so this is really good to see for a guy who is listed as a third and a fourth string type of dude to really come out and ball out and potentially make that team. Especially, they're going to use him on special teams because he's a fantastic tackler, and he's big and he's strong and he's quick. And he can be a great backup for our starting lineup on the defense, and maybe even come in on some plays as a rotational player to give guys a breather, and God forbid anybody gets hurt, we have some depth there. So great to see Amari Gainer balling out, showing why he deserves to be on the Las Vegas Raiders. So congrats to him, Amari. Hope to have you on the show. Hit me up if you want to come on. Now, number 2 I want to talk about is a guy who played in like arena football or Canadian football. He played in some semi-pro position, and nobody had ever really heard of him before, and that's Tyreek McAllister. Now, Tyreek McAllister has a ton of speed, and he's very shifty, and he showed that in that game with San Francisco, where he broke off an 82-yard punt return for a touchdown, showing why he needs to be on this team, because it looked like we were going to have maybe Jack Jones back there returning kicks. And we really don't want to see Jack Jones back there returning kicks, because Jack Jones is too important at that corner position on our defense. He is the linchpin of that secondary, and we need to make sure that he is healthy for us, and having him returning kicks is probably not a great idea. Now, DJ Turner can also return kicks, and he's definitely going to be a lock to be on the 53-man roster. But Tyreek McAllister, this guy is a kick return nightmare for defenses, because he's so fast, because he makes really great decisions on his cuts and where he's going to run. He is always going to be a threat to return one to the house in the regular season. I could definitely see Tyreek McAllister making the 53-man roster as our punt and possibly kick returner. He could pull double duty there if he continues to show out, and if he's been able to do that in practices, which from what I've been hearing, he has been. So I think Tyreek McAllister makes the special teams roster. He also had a couple of catches, which was really nice as a wide receiver. Now, also, he was actually a running back in semi-pro football, and so he is a versatile guy. Good to see him balling out. Great to have him on the team, and I am definitely going to say that he'll be on the 53-man roster. I'll be shocked if he were to be put down on the practice squad where he could be swooped up. Now, yes, you can hold back a few guys on the practice squad. I don't think if they dropped him down to the practice squad that that's what they would do. And so I really look forward to seeing him on the 53-man roster when that comes out tomorrow. Now, the next guy that I want to talk about is a guy that I've talked about on this channel before, and that is Ramel Keyton. Ramel Keyton is a big, strong, fast wide receiver out of Tennessee. And he's struggled a bit in Tennessee, especially when it came to drop balls on the deep routes. This is something that can be cleaned up and can be corrected. He has the physicality, he has the size, he has everything, and he showed that out with 4 catches over 72 yards. Ramel Keyton is a steal as an undrafted free agent, and I believe that he has done enough at this point in the offseason and the preseason to make this 53-man roster. Now, how will they use him? Will he be wide receiver number 4? Will they keep him as wide receiver 5 or 6? I believe that we're going to keep a depth of wide receivers because wide receivers do get hurt, and you want to make sure that your offense is able to continue to click. You have a guy in Gardner Minshew who's going to be QB1 for the foreseeable future as long as we're winning games. If we go 0-4, that could change. But you want to make sure that he has plenty of weapons, and I think Ramel Keyton has done everything that he needed to do to show out why he deserves to be on that 53-man roster and make a backup wide receiver as well as a special teamer. So congrats to Ramel Keyton for balling out, having a great game, and I'm looking forward to seeing the Raiders on September 8th, I believe, is our first game against the Los Angeles Chargers, and we better go out and beat them down there in SoFi and handle business. Guys, let me know down in the comments below, who do you think is going to make the 53-man roster that nobody's been talking about? If you got a favorite, drop a comment. I'll take a look at them, and if it's worthy, I'll make a video about it.